Welcome to our podcast on Haruki Murakami, where we explore the life and works of one of Japan's most celebrated authors. Today, we're going to delve into Murakami's use of surrealism and magical realism, as well as his distinctive style and tone.
Murakami's use of surrealism and magical realism is one of the defining features of his writing. He often blends elements of the fantastical or otherworldly with ordinary, everyday life, creating a dreamlike or surreal atmosphere.
That's right. Some of Murakami's most memorable scenes involve talking cats, parallel universes, and even a man who can talk to sheep. These surreal elements add a layer of intrigue and mystique to his stories, drawing readers in and keeping them hooked.
Murakami's use of surrealism and magical realism is particularly interesting because it often blurs the line between reality and imagination. For example, in his novel, Hard-Boiled Wonderland and the End of the World, the protagonist's mind is split into two separate parts, one of which is tasked with living in an imaginary world, while the other continues to live in the real world.
Yes, and this is a common theme throughout Murakami's work. He often explores the concept of alternate realities and shifting perspectives, asking readers to question what is real and what is imagined.
Another interesting aspect of Murakami's use of surrealism and magical realism is his incorporation of recurring symbols and motifs, such as cats, wells, and jazz music.
These symbols often have a deeper meaning within the context of the story. For example, in his novel, Kafka on the Shore, the character of Nakata has the ability to speak with cats, which serves to highlight his isolation from the rest of society.
That's right. And in The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle, the well is a recurring symbol that represents a kind of portal to another world.
Moving on to Murakami's style and tone, he is well known for his atmospheric, brooding writing style, as well as his melancholy and introspective themes.
Yes, Murakami's novels often explore the complex emotions and relationships that make up the human experience. His characters are often lonely and searching for a sense of meaning or purpose in life.
This sense of longing and melancholy is a recurring theme throughout Murakami's work, and it's often reflected in his writing style. He writes with a kind of haunting beauty, using vivid descriptions and poetic language to create a mood of introspection and reflection.
And yet, despite the sometimes heavy themes of his writing, Murakami also has a sense of humor and playfulness that comes through in his stories.
Yes, Murakami's writing is often surprisingly funny and absurd, even when dealing with serious subjects. This contrast between the fantastical and the mundane is another hallmark of his style.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. We hope you've enjoyed this discussion of Haruki Murakami's use of surrealism and magical realism, as well as his distinctive style and tone.
Join us next time for another episode of our podcast, where we'll explore another fascinating topic in literature.